update live because it just kind of came to mind, and I want to make sure I record this before the symposium actually happens. So, months ago, I submitted an abstract, which is a scientific outline for speaking at a conference to present findings and information to a scientific body. And I presented an abstract about urban wildlife, specifically long-tailed macaques, and conflicts with human beings, and how there can be certain things done for mitigation or, to keep the conflicts from occurring. And I'm very happy to say that my abstract was accepted, and now I'm going to be one of the speaking scientists during the symposium. So the Asian Primates Symposium is the ninth annual event, and takes place, of course, as the name would suggest, it takes place in Asia. And it's where scientists gather from all over the region and other countries, and present about what they're studying. So for me, I'll be presenting about the Troop Bravo, which you can see the videos about Troop Bravo here. And I will actually be talking about the data that I've collected over 3 years of observations of the wild long-tailed macaques that live in urban Jakarta. And the findings are very interesting. I mean, I can't and I won't dictate, out exactly what it is right now. But during the symposium, hopefully I can do some live broadcasts, and I might be able to get a hold of a recording of the actual presentation that I do, and hopefully I'll post it on the YouTube channel so you can see from the symposium itself what was presented. But if that doesn't happen, I promise I'll put together a video of exactly what I presented. And the reason I want to do this is long-tailed macaques are endangered species, and that's a relatively new distinction for them. So they were, for a very long time, IUCN listed or red listed as species of least concern, because they weren't in any danger whatsoever of being threatened with extinction. And now, because of several factors, long-tailed macaques are actually not threatened. They're now endangered species, and their numbers continue to drop annually by hundreds of thousands of long-tailed macaques being killed and removed from the wild environment. So it's had a profound effect on the wild populations. And then there are wild populations that are being more and more encroached upon by urban development, which is kind of what I study with the Troop Bravo, with the long-tailed macaques in Jakarta. Jakarta is a city of more than 12 million people. And believe it or not, there's about 500 monkeys, wild monkeys, in different parts of urban Jakarta. And I study the troop in one of the smallest portions. It's a little public park in North Jakarta, which is on the coast near the harbor. And they're in a mangrove environment, so they're in a really good situation, but they are absolutely surrounded by freeways and neighborhoods and buildings and all the trappings of urban society. So they're in contact with people 24/7. They are never without a sense of being seen or heard, or seeing or hearing people, which is a little unusual and very interesting. And what you already know if you watch the videos is they are actually pretty chill. They're not like the YouTube videos that you see from Ubud or Cambodia, or any of the temples in Southeast Asia, where you have this mayhem of 100 monkeys running around stealing cell phones and hats and food from people and biting people and all the stuff that makes it popular. These monkeys that I watch, the Troop Bravo, not at all like that. They're very, very chill. Conflict is minimal. It's verbal more than anything. Maybe somebody gets scared and they yell at the monkeys because the monkeys are right next to them, and get away. It's not a really bad situation for them. And coexistence is definitely the key to survival for them. So what I'll be presenting, though, is over the past 3 years, I have collected the data from my observations of what is happening that precipitates or happens before there's a conflict or a human interaction, and then what happens afterwards, which is incredibly interesting. And I would love to give all that out now, but I'll wait because I want to give that information first at the symposium. It's a huge honor for me to be invited to the Asian Primates Symposium and to be able to give my presentation about True Bravo to hundreds of scientists. As a citizen scientist, the onus is on me to level up that presentation so it's not just cursory information, but it goes a lot deeper and make some sort of scientific statement of why I do what I do. So anyway, I just wanted to update you guys. That's coming up. You'll see videos from that or about that. And then in the interim, I'm working right now on a video, on a very cool video, environmental minded video, but it ties into the whole nature aware concept, which is a philosophical concept that we live, no matter where you are on this planet, you live within nature. Even if you are in an urban environment, there are still animals, there's still a natural world that happens with you and around you. Your entire body is actually an ecosystem for wild animals, so to speak, microscopically. So nature aware is being aware that you don't exist outside of nature. You exist as a part of it. And why that becomes important is when you know that you're a part of nature, you stop looking at nature as something that you have to go to, that you have to seek out, or on the reverse of it, something that you have to be afraid of or keep out of your home, keep out of your life, stay away from because it's dirty. Nature is us. We are nature. So, okay, enough preaching for today. That's the update. I hope you guys are doing good. And hi from East Jakarta. And I will talk to you all again soon.